Hello everyone, welcome to Brimwood Farm, and today is 30 Random Facts Day. Thanks to Liz Zoreb for tagging me because I would never normally do this, but it's going to be fun. So the other thing is I have a list because my brain cells are not what they used to be, so I'm going to need to refer. Right, so number one, I sang on the London Palladium stage. Back in the day, when I was a teenager, I wanted all the fame and the glory, and I've got an okay singing voice, so I applied to sing with a kind of a showcase talent thing, and it was really, really cool. It didn't take me anywhere, but singing in front of loads of people and being in Elaine Page's dressing room was pretty cool. Number two, I've got a degree in marine biology and zoology. Again, it didn't really take me anywhere, but it did give me more passion for conservation work. Number three, I write fiction, so I write fantasy and science fiction as well as doing all the homesteading stuff. Number four, my husband is Canadian and he actually flew from Toronto to London for a first date. We'd never met. We'd spoken online a little bit, but we'd never met. Obviously it worked out because we're just coming up to our third year anniversary. Number five, I love science fiction. I could talk about it, I write it, I watch it, I love it. Number six, I used to work on a show called This Morning. So if you're a UK viewer, you will know This Morning. It's a daytime morning show. If you're in America or elsewhere in the world, it's a bit like The View. And it was really, really good fun. I started as a runner, then I did a little bit of researching, and then I moved into some of the gardening VTs. Met loads of celebrities, had a great time. Number seven, I lived in the Amazon rainforest for 5 weeks, doing some conservation work to set up a new nature reserve and kind of catalogue what was in it. Number eight, going back to the science fiction, I am a Mass Effect addict. I love that game, more than just the gaming, the world building, the characters, I love it. Number nine, my dad is a vicar and he's ace. Number 10, I was a nursing student for 6 months. I thought it would be cool. I watched a lot of Holby City. It didn't live up to Casualty. Number 11, I worked at M&S for 6 weeks. Number 12, I worked in a call centre for 6 days. Do you get a general idea here? 666? I get very bored, which is why I am now self-employed. Number 13. I ran the London Marathon, which was really, really cool. I do love to run. It's a great way of keeping fitness. I ran the London Marathon the last time of the Flora Marathon, and I still apply every single year because I want to run the Virgin London Marathon one day. Although I'm getting on a bit now, my knees creak, so I'm not going to be able to do it as well. Number 14. Yes, so I believe in the life force. I am not religious. I don't believe in a higher being. I believe in science, and science says that our brains fire with electrical neurons, and electricity or energy does not just disappear when we die, so it has to go somewhere. So I believe that when you die, your life force, whatever that is, goes into other things, which is why I do not want to die in hospital. I don't want my life force going into random hospital stuff. I want to die at home, or in a field, or under a tree, or somewhere nice. Number 15. In general, I like animals more than humans. I like people, and I like different people, but as a race, especially right now with what's going on and the conflicts, I like animals more, I think. Because, yes, they are vicious, but they just get on and do it. People, we can choose. But we choose badly sometimes. Number 16. I love Harry Potter. So much. Everything about it. I even had Harry Potter stuff at my wedding. Number 17. I really hate when people say they're going to do something and don't do it. I would rather somebody just says no than they say they're going to do it and then they can't. Which leads me on to number 18. In that I rarely ever commit to a date or going to an event. I've talked briefly before about the fact that I have anxiety and depression issues, and it means that I will get really, really excited about something that's maybe 4 weeks off in the distance, But then as it comes nearer and nearer and nearer, I will get more and more stressed about it till often on the day I do not want to go. And I don't want to be one of those people that says, I'm going to do something and I don't. So I rarely commit to a date. I tend just to wake up on the day and I say I might come, and if I wake up and I feel great, then I'll go. Number 19. I have a complete caffeine addiction. It's really bad. I drink far too much tea. I can't function without it, and it gets to the point where I actually have to physically take a flask of tea with me if I know I'm going to be out for the day, because I will get headaches if I don't have enough tea. But I can't give it up. It's tea, and I'm British. Come on. So number 20. I used to work in a cinema. It was super cool because we got to see all the films. I also did it when I was kind of a teenager. I just left university, just finished university. So the hours were great because we didn't start till midday and we worked through till midnight. Then we'd go and drink and go to the pub and booze, and then you could get up really late again. And then if you came in with a hangover, you could just go and sit in the back of one of the screens and your colleagues would cover us. It was awesome. So for about 3 years, I saw almost every single movie that came out. I'm forgetting where I am. Number 21. I only learned to drive in my 30s. Well, that's a slight lie. I learned to drive when I was 17, but I hated it. And I was really nervous, and it didn't fit well. But my plans to get to the country and get to the smallholding mean that I have to drive. So several years ago, I figured out, right, I need to learn to drive because otherwise I can never leave London and get to where I want to be. So one of the steps was to pass my test, and I did. And now I don't even know why I was so worried, because I love driving. Number 22, I adore cows. I love them. I don't even know what it is about them. I just love them. I've never kept them, so maybe I'm living in a dream world, but I really, really want cows. I want to have red poles on the farm, which is a Norfolk-Suffolk crossbreed. I want to have a pedigree herd of breeding red pole cows, because cows. Number 23. I hate being late. I hate even being a minute late. I would far prefer to get somewhere 30 minutes early and sit and wait for somebody than be late. But the problem with that is, if they're then late, I start getting angsty. So, pros and cons. Number 24. We have a Australian soap over here called Neighbours, and I love it. And most of the time, it's terrible, and the acting is awful, but I love it. It's like Sunset Beach. It's so bad, it's great. And sometimes, it's really great. Number 25 is, I also listen to The Archers religiously. So The Archers is a radio show about a farming community, and it's awesome, and I love it, so I watch that a lot as well. Listen. Number 26. I'm really, really grumpy in the morning. Like, don't talk to me in the morning. It takes me a good hour to an hour and a half to wake up, which is a really good reason why I'm self-employed, because by the time I've got up and I've got in my car and I've driven to my clients, if I've got clients that day, I'm normally well enough awake to say hi and be nice-ish, and then I can do some gardening, and then by the time I've done some gardening for a little bit, then I'm much chirpier. Number 27, I waste a hell of a lot of time, productive time, watching TV. I love Netflix, I love series, I binge watch stuff, and I waste way too much time doing it. Number 28, I tend to eat an entire packet of biscuits. I don't know about you. I can't open a biscuit packet and eat three biscuits. What's the point? I just sit there and eat. And my latest thing is, I like to have dark chocolate digestives and dunk them in, this is going to sound weird, dunk them in strawberry yoghurt. It's really nice. I'm not weird, honestly, try it. Number 29, oh, we're nearly there. Number 29. So my scariest moment was when I was in my late teens. We went to Spain, there was a massive storm, and we went swimming the following day. And there was a moment where I got caught in a wave and I didn't know what was up and what was down. And I honestly, for a few seconds, thought I was going to drown. And it was terrifying. Obviously, I resurfaced and I was happy. Number 30, I was once swept down river. And that happened when I was in the Amazon. And we were we had giant rubber rings and we were getting swept down the Napo River to where our camp was, just as a bit of a fun. But I'm not a great swimmer, and me and another lad got caught by the current and we were swept straight past. And Dan got caught in a little whirlpool and he was going round and round and round and round. And I grabbed hold of him and we were both going round, 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 round. And eventually the boat came to get us and haul us out. Only the current was so strong, it had pulled our underwear off. So we were basically butt naked being pulled into our rescue boat. So it was quite funny, but also quite scary. And that's my 30. 31, as a bonus, is this has taken me hours to film because every time I get to a point, the cockatiel starts up, but really a lot louder than that. Or the dogs start playing bitey bitey face, or the budgies start chirping. So that's my 30. So thank you for listening. I hope I didn't bore you to tears. I'm not going to tag anybody because I don't want to push this on to anybody else. But anyway, I'll see you again on Friday and take care. Bye.